Erling Haaland, the goal machine who changed football. Erling Haaland, the goal machine who changed football. A star is born. Every generation witnesses a footballer who seems almost in defenders. Too strong for center backs, too clinical in front of goal. A striker who needs just one chance, and the game changes forever. This is the story of Erling Haaland, the Norwegian phenomenon who became one of football's deadliest goal scorers. From a small Scandinavian town to breaking records across Europe, this is the journey of football's ultimate goal machine. Too fast for defenders, too strong for the line, too clinical in the box, I'm breaking all the design. One chance, and this is all I need to change the game forever. Football's ultimate goal machine. Moving with the clever, moving with the clever, moving with the clever. Chapter 2, born into football. Erling Haaland was born on July 21, 2000 in Leeds, England. His father, Erling Haaland, was playing in the English Premier League at the time. Football wasn't just a hobby, it was part of his family. When Erling was only 3 years old, the family returned to Norway, where he grew up surrounded by football fields, mountains, and dreams. Even as a child, one thing stood out: his incredible athletic ability. Speed, strength, jumping power, he looked different from everyone else. Too fast for defenders, too fast for defenders, too strong for the line, too clinical in the box, I'm breaking all the design. One chance, and this is all I need to change the game forever. Football's ultimate goal machine. Moving with the clever, moving with the clever. Chapter 3, the first steps. Narrator: Haaland began his football journey with Norwegian club Bryne FK. While many young players focused on fancy skills, Haaland focused on one thing: scoring goals. His coaches noticed that he had a natural instinct for finding space inside the penalty area. He didn't waste chances, he finished them. Soon, bigger clubs came calling. He finished them. Bigger clubs came calling. Machine status achieved. After impressing in Norway, Haaland joined Molde FK, managed by former Manchester United star Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer quickly realized he had something special. Haaland's confidence was remarkable, he wasn't afraid of bigger opponents. He believed every match was another opportunity to score. That belief would soon reach the biggest stages in Europe. In 2019, Haaland signed for Bull Salzburg. Here the football world truly began paying attention. Week after week, week after week, goal after goal, he dominated defenders. Then came the UEFA Champions League against Europe's elite clubs. The young Norwegian scored with astonishing consistency. Suddenly, everyone wanted him. In January 2020, Haaland joined Borussia Dortmund. In January TP20, Haaland joined Borussia Dortmund. His debut became legendary. Coming off the bench, coming off the bench, coming off the bench. He scored a stunning hat-trick in just 23 minutes. It was the perfect introduction. His pace terrified defenders. His strength terrified defender. His strength made him unstoppable. His fitting seemed almost robotic, robotic. Fans across Germany couldn't believe what they were witnessing. A new superstar had arrived. Chapter 7, the complete striker. What makes Erling Haaland so special? It isn't just his goals, it's how he scores them. Left foot, right foot, headers, long-range strikes, tap-ins, powerful finishes, counter-attacks. He can do everything. Standing over 6 feet 4 inches tall, he combines the physical dominance of classic strikers with the speed of elite sprinters. His movement inside the penalty area is almost impossible to predict. By the time defenders react, the ball is already in the net. Chapter 8, the Premier League Challenge. In 2022, Haaland joined Manchester City FC. Some critics wondered, could he adapt to the Premier League? The answer came quickly, goals. Then even more goals. He shattered records at incredible speed. Match after match, stadium after stadium, he rewrote Premier League history. Fans watched in disbelief as scoring became almost routine. Chapter 9, a historic treble. The 2022-2023 season became unforgettable. Manchester City won the Premier League, the FA Cup, the historic Champions League, a historic continental treble. Haaland played a massive role throughout the campaign. His goals powered City through difficult moments. His presence changed how every opponent defended. Individual awards followed, golden boots, player of the season honors. Global recognition, the football world had its newest superstar. Chapter 10, playing for Norway. Despite his club success, one dream remains unfinished. Leading Norway national football team back to major international tournaments. Every time he wears the national jersey, he carries the hopes of an entire country. Norwegian fans believe greatest football generation is still writing its story, and Haaland stands at its center. Chapter 11, beyond the goals, away from the spotlight. Haaland is known for his disciplined lifestyle, he values recovery. Nutrition. Mental focus. His celebrations have become iconic. His calm personality contrasts with the explosive intensity he shows on the pitch. For young footballers, his message is simple: talent opens the door. What many players only dream of: league titles. Talent opens the door. Hard work keeps it open. Chapter 12, the future. Erling Haaland is still in the early years of his career, yet he has already achieved what many players only dream of: Champions League glory, countless scoring records, but perhaps the greatest chapters are still ahead. Can he become football's all-time? Can he win the Ballon d'Or? Can he lead Norway to international success? Only time will answer. One thing is certain: whenever Erling Haaland steps onto the pitch, history is always a possibility. Closing narrator. Some players entertain. Some players inspire, some players change football forever. Erling Haaland is doing all three. His story is far from over, and the world is still watching, one goal at a time. Chapter 13, Haaland's historic FIFA World Cup 2026 campaign. For years, football fans had wondered, what would Erling Haaland look like on the biggest stage of them all? In 2026, they finally got their answer. After helping Norway qualify for their first FIFA World Cup in 28 years, Haaland arrived in North America, carrying the hopes of an entire nation. He wasted no time making history on his World Cup debut against Iraq. Haaland scored twice in a commanding 4-1 victory, becoming the hero of Norway's long-awaited return to the tournament. His clinical finishing immediately announced that one of the world's best strikers had truly arrived on football's grandest stage. As the tournament progressed, Haaland continued to deliver. His goals against Senegal secured in Norway's place in the knockout rounds, while his relentless movement, physical dominance, and killer instinct made him one of the most feared forwards in the competition. By the end of the group stage, he had already established himself among the tournament's leading scorers. The world wasn't just watching Norway anymore, it was watching Erling Haaland. Chapter 14, carrying Norway into history. The knockout rounds demanded something extraordinary. Haaland delivered. In the round of 32, Norway overcame Ivory Coast to continue their remarkable journey. Then came one of the greatest nights in Norwegian football history. Brazil, 5-time world champions, one of football's greatest nations. Most believed Norway's dream would end there. Instead, Erling Haaland wrote history, scoring both goals in a dramatic 21 victory. He inspired Norway to eliminate Brazil and reach the FIFA World Cup quarterfinals for the first time ever. The victory stunned the football world and instantly became one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. Norway's incredible run finally ended in a hard-fought quarterfinal against England. Haaland was unusually quiet during the match, later reported to have been battling illness and fatigue, but his influence throughout the tournament had already transformed Norway's football history. He finished the competition with 7 goals, cementing his place among the standout performers of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Sometimes, greatness isn't measured only by trophies. Sometimes, it's measured by inspiring an entire nation to dream again. The man behind the goal machine to defenders, Erling Haaland, looks unstoppable. But away from the stadium, he is surprisingly calm. Teammates often describe him as relaxed, humorous, and grounded, a player who stays remarkably composed before matches, only unleashing his competitive fire once the whistle blows. Despite global fame, Haaland rarely seeks the spotlight. He prefers to let his football speak for itself. He celebrates with teammates. He credits coaches. He thanks supporters. Following Norway's historic World Cup run, Haaland reflected not only on the goals, but on what the tournament meant to him personally. He said playing in his first World Cup had changed him and takes pride in helping Norway return to football's biggest stage after decades away. His personality mirrors his playing style. Confident, but never complacent. Powerful, yet disciplined. Fearless of young footballers around the world, Erling Haaland represents more than a prolific striker. He represents dedication, humility, relentless ambition, and the belief that with hard work and unwavering determination, even the biggest dreams can become reality.